morning, ma'am. My name is Angel Isusan and my partner is Mr. John Lemenjola, and my top my topic is all about the 1987 of Constitution. So, preamble. Preamble might be taken, we think, wrongly to imply that these words are merely an opening theoretical flourish or frill without meaningful effect. To be sure, preamble usually conveys the idea that this provision does not itself confer or delight powers of government or rights of citizens, and it was well understood at the time of enactment that preambles in legal documents were not themselves substantive provisions, and thus should not be read to contradict, expand, or contract the document's substantive terms. So the preamble sets a stage for constitutions. It early communicates the intentions of the framers and the purpose of the document. The preamble is an introduction to highest law of the land. It is not the law. It is not the law. It does not define government powers of or individual rights. And the 1987 Constitution is established a representative democracy with power divided among three separate and independent branches of government: the executive, a bicameral legislature, and the judiciary. There were three independent constitutional commissions as well: the commissions on audit, the Civil Service Commission, and the Commission on Elections. So ang 1987 na siya tulo ka buo constitution and mga independent constitutional. There are commissions on audit and the Civil Service Commission, and the third is Commission on Election. So, integrated into the Constitution was a full Bill of Rights which guaranteed fundamental civil and political rights, and it provided for free, fair, and periodic elections. So, ang 1987 is 1987 Constitution established a representative democracy with power divided among three separate and independent branches of government: the executive, and the second is bicameral legislature, and the third is the judiciary. So the Article 1, national territory, comprises the Philippines archipelago, that all the islands and water embraced therein, and all other territories over which the Philippines has sovereignty or jurisdiction, consisting of its terrestrial, fluvial, and aerial domains, including its territorial sea, the seabed, the subsoil, the insular shelves, and other submarine areas.
Hi everyone, my name is Jandian Menjola. So I am here to discuss the Article 2 Declaration Principles and States Policies. So 1. The Philippines is democratic and republican state. Sovereignty resides in the people and the government authority emanates from them. Then 2. The Philippines renounces war as an instrument of national policy. So it adopts the generally accepted principles in international law as a part of the law of the land and adheres to the policies of peace, equality, justice, freedom, cooperation, and aimly with the nation. So number 3, civilian authority is at all times supreme over the military, the armed forces of the Philippines protector, and the peoples and the state. Number 4, the prime duty of the government is to serve and protect the people. The government may call upon the people to depend on state in the fulfillment thereof. All citizens may be required under provide by law to render personality, military, or service. 5. The maintenance of the peace and order to protect of life, liberty, and property, and promotion of the general welfare are essential for the enjoyment with the all people of the blessings of democracy. So the separation of church state shall be inviolable. State policies. The state shall pursue an independent foreign policy. So the policy, the Philippines, consistent with the national interest, adopts and pursue a policy of freedom for nuclear weapon in its territory. So the state shall promote a justice dynamic social order that will ensure properly and independence of the nation and free people property through policies provide adequate social services, promote fulfillment, enjoyment, and rising of living, and it improve quality of life for all. So nindot ni siya na policy ha. So the state shall promote social justice in all phases of the national development. So the state values dignity of every person and guarantees full respect for human rights. The 12, the state recognizes the sanctity of family life and shall protect the strength of the family basic autonomous social institution. So number 15, the state shall protect and promote to right health and people instill health consciousness among them. The state shall protect and advance right of the people, balance healthful ecology in accord with the rhythm and harmony of nature. So the 17, the state shall priority to education, science, technology, arts, culture, and sports of foster patriotism and nationalism, accelerate social progress, and promote total human liberation and development. So 18, the state affirms labor and the primary social economic force. It shall protect the rights of workers and promote their welfare. So 19, the state shall develop of self-reliant and independent national economy effectively controlled by Filipinos. So last state 20, the state recognizes an indefensible role of the private sector, encourages private enterprises, and provides incentives and needed investments. So that's all the reports. Thank you and goodbye.